What's going on, everybody? It is September 2nd, 2019. Happy Labor Day. You get your Monday off. It's the second day of dove season as well. But I haven't done a video in a while because I had a son. We had a son on July 10th, which is an amazing experience. And then we have a new horse foal. I'm demoing my bathroom. There's a lot of things going on, and I just have not prioritized this. But I do enjoy doing it. And this is a knife I really want to review because I think a lot of people would love it. So I picked this knife up in late May. It's a 570 Presidio 2 black class, which means it's just geared towards tactical, law enforcement, military, or everyday carry. I mean, anyone can carry it. This is where I got it. Mid-America Arms in St. Louis. Talked to Audrey. Shout out, she's awesome. She knows her guns. She knows her knives. That's why I go to her. And she hooks me up. So 5/23, I bought it right after work. I just went to her and said, take my money. Please give me a knife. This is, of course, the box. I don't know if you like that. This is the bag you get, and you'll probably never use it again in your life unless you keep it in a safe or you're going to sell it. Okay, so let's just take a first glance. You can tell that pocket clip has been carried every single day since May 23rd, right? Awesome knife. Look at that pillar construction between. Okay, I don't know if you can see the bronze phosphor bushings in there. Okay, jimping on top, awesome. Jimping on bottom, awesome. And when I went there, I wasn't sure this is the knife that I wanted. I was looking at a couple different ones, and when I went up there and put this thing in my hand, I was like, okay, Audrey, here's my money. Take my money. This thing feels rock solid. There is no play in the blade at all. It is, at the thickest point of the blade, it's 0.12 inches. I think 0.12 inches, and it feels solid. You're looking at a spear point blade. A lot of people call this a drop point, but I call it a spear point. It's first production. So you can see here 539 out of 1,000. They had a lot of different numbers there, but that wasn't important to me. But it's cool. You have CPM S30V steel, which is good stuff. I just use the Spyderco Sharp Maker, and my knife will cut anything I need it to within reason, right? Within reason. So of course you got the butterfly and the 570. It's cool. Very, very cool. The scales on this knife are an anodized aluminum 6061 T4 billet. And at first I thought they were going to be kind of sharp and eat into your clothes. Like a lot of knives make aggressive grips, but then it eats a hole in your pocket, and what's the point? That's not the case with this. There's some really, really nice machining done on this, and they've done an excellent job. So in the middle here, you have a skeletonized stainless steel liner. So there's some holes cut into this liner. I don't think you can really see it with the lighting, but just trust me, they're skeletonized, and this thing is rock solid. So I really, really recommend this knife. The whole thing is 8.72 inches. The blade is 3.72, which leaves, of course, the handle at 5 inches. So know your knife laws in your state, if you can carry this legally or not. Everything is, awesome on it. Like I said, you have a centered blade, which I always look for in a knife, and I've used this a lot, and it's still centered. It did not move at all. You have a deep carry clip, which is reversible, lefty righty. Either way, it's tip up, which is fine in my pocket. You have the axis lock, ambidextrous, dual thumb studs. It's perfect. Me and my brother-in-law John, we have a lot of Benchmade knives because we're lefties, and they are southpaw friendly, so that's why we use them. Okay, and if this is too heavy of a knife, then you can always go to the mini 575. It's about 3.99 ounces. It has a 3.2 inch blade. So if you have to be under 3.5, you can get the mini. It's about $170. This thing goes for about $180, but I didn't pay that. That's just kind of an average price for it. You can also get the 5700, which is the auto version of this. This is the manual version. The 5700 is the auto. And I like the manual, so I went with that. The auto is also $233 on average. So I went with this. Okay, made in the USA. It's Benchmade. It's solid. It has a warranty. I love it. Let's do a quick comparison. Let's just grab a couple other Benchmades. So going old school here. The 710, which has been discontinued. The Super Freak, which I've done a review on. The Super Freak is also a model 560, and this is the 570. Okay. So we have the S30V steel, the M4 steel, but it kind of gives you an idea. Okay, if you have any of these other ones, you know, you can also look at the Ontario Rat 1, the best budget knife in the world. If you don't have one, just pause the video and buy one real quick, ship it to your house. You won't be disappointed. All right, so now you know what I'm looking at. And is there any pinch points or pain points or anything like that? Not for me. So I highly recommend this knife. I think it's something you will enjoy. And if you don't like the weight, you can always get a smaller model. But tell you a quick story about this thing is I actually thought I lost it in the middle of an alfalfa field. I was baling hay with my wife. We got back to the barn and my knife was gone when I needed it. My stomach sunk because it's an expensive knife and I hate to lose something like that, but I also don't keep it in a safe. I use my knives. I will not buy a knife and not use it. It's just, I can't do it. So all of a sudden she calls me over and this thing is hanging from the twine on a bale of hay. It was just a small miracle and I'm happy about it. So I got my knife back, thank God. And yeah, almost lost this thing to baling hay. And I would have probably never found it in the middle of a hay field. So that would be like a needle in a haystack, no pun intended. But anyway, that is the Benchmade Presidio 2 or Benchmade 570. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Just subscribe if you want to watch some more. And I have some custom knives coming up here that I'm going to do some reviews on. I'm really excited about from Thomas Hacker. So that is coming up soon. Stay tuned. Thank you.